They say that some places are scarier than their stories. One such place was St. Peter's Hospital, located in an abandoned area outside London. Decades ago, it was one of the most prestigious hospitals in the city, but a series of mysterious events led to its closure. Even today, locals claim to hear strange noises, see shadows moving, and feel an eerie presence at night. Those who dared to spend a night there either lost their sanity or never returned. Back in 1985, Dr. Smith, a renowned physician, founded St. Peter's Hospital. It was a state-of-the-art medical facility, but soon, strange occurrences began to take place. Nurses and patients reported hearing whispers in empty hallways, seeing shadows in the operating room, and even feeling invisible hands touch them. The horror reached its peak when a young girl named Natalie was admitted to the hospital. One night, she mysteriously died, and after that, the supernatural activities intensified. It is said that her spirit still roams the hospital, seeking justice. Years later, 4 friends, Ryan, Alex, Sophia, and Emma, decided to uncover the truth. Ghosts aren't real. This is just superstition. Alex scoffed. Then let's prove it, Sophia suggested excitedly. The group, fascinated by horror stories, planned to spend a night inside the abandoned hospital. Armed with flashlights, cameras, and snacks, they ventured into the darkness. At midnight, they reached the rusty iron gates of St. Peter's Hospital. The wind howled, making the gate creak eerily. "I have a bad feeling about this," Emma whispered. "Don't be scared," Ryan reassured. Inside, the walls were cracked, dried bloodstains covered the floor, and a suffocating silence filled the air. As they moved further, they noticed something chilling, a patient's wheelchair rolling on its own. As they reached the operation theater, the door slammed shut on its own. "What the hell was that?" Alex gasped. "Must be the wind." Ryan tried to stay calm, but before they could react, a high-pitched scream echoed through the hallway. Sophia dropped her flashlight. Did you hear that?" Emma's voice trembled. "We need to leave. Now." But Ryan insisted, "Not before we get some real evidence." As they entered the patient ward, a ghostly figure appeared before them. A young girl in a white hospital gown, her hair disheveled and blood dripping from her eyes. "You shouldn't have come here," the girl's voice echoed. Alex's body froze. Is that Natalie?" Suddenly, the girl levitated and lunged toward them. The doors slammed shut, trapping them inside. In the chaos, Ryan found an old hospital file on a broken desk. It revealed that Dr. Smith had performed illegal experiments on patients, and Natalie was one of his victims. She had died due to a botched operation, and since then, her spirit had haunted the hospital. Sophia gasped. "She's seeking justice!" "We need to set her free," Emma said. They ran to the hospital chapel and found a dusty old Bible. As they began reciting prayers, the ghost shrieked in agony, her form flickering between human and shadow. Suddenly, a cold wind swept through the hospital, and Natalie's spirit began to dissolve. With a final whisper, she said, "Thank you," and vanished into the air. The next morning, the friends reported their findings to the police. After an investigation, it was revealed that Dr. Smith's hidden crimes were true. Years later, the hospital was demolished, but locals still claim that if you pass by that area at night, you can hear a girl softly whispering for help. Perhaps Natalie's spirit never truly left. As Natalie's spirit vanished, the hospital began shaking violently. The windows rattled, doors slammed, and a deep growl echoed. "Isn't this over?" Sophia asked fearfully. Suddenly they heard footsteps approaching. Tap, tap, tap. Ryan shone his flashlight ahead. A dark shadow moved towards them. "It's someone else," Alex whispered. A terrifying figure emerged from the ruins. It was Dr. Smith's spirit. His eyes were pitch black, and he held a rusty scalpel. You freed Natalie, but your story ends here, Dr. Smith growled. Dr. Smith's spirit lunged at Ryan. Run! Sophia screamed. As they ran, the walls seemed to close in. Suddenly, an old cabinet fell, trapping Ryan. Ryan! Emma and Alex tried to free him. Meanwhile, Dr. Smith's spirit charged towards them. We need to pray again, Sophia yelled. But the Bible is in the chapel. Alex panicked. Emma remembered she had a recorded prayer on her phone. Play it, she shouted. As the prayer filled the air, the spirit screamed in agony. His form flickered, turned into smoke, and vanished. The main gate suddenly opened. Run! Ryan cried. They sprinted out as the hospital collapsed behind them. Ryan sighed. Is it over? I hope so, Sophia whispered. But that night, on Emma's phone, a message appeared. Did you think I was gone? Seeking help. The friends visited Ryan's grandmother, Madame Elena, a renowned exorcist. She warned them, Doctor, Smith's soul isn't gone. You awakened a darker force. How do we stop it? Emma asked. You must return to St. Peter's ruins and finish what you started. She gave them holy water, sacred candles, and chants. If you fail, you will die. Determined, the friends prepared for their final battle. They returned to the ruins at midnight. Suddenly, Dr. Smith's spirit appeared, stronger than ever. You cannot defeat me, he roared. The friends formed a circle with sacred candles. Ryan splashed holy water, and Sophia recited prayers. The spirit screamed, burning in divine light. No! The ruins collapsed completely, and the spirit was destroyed forever. The next day they asked Madame Elena, Is it truly over? She nodded. Yes, he is gone. That night in Emma's mirror, a message appeared. Thank you.